Greetings, my friends. I'm Dasa. This is episode 3 of this new YouTube channel. Please watch the first 2 videos also, and every new video in the future. We investigate spiritual topics about loving and worshiping God. There are 5 main topics briefly discussed so far in episodes 1 and 2. Namely, 1, God is eternity and we are property. 2, God is love and love doesn't kill unnecessarily. 3, everything belongs to God and God is the supreme enjoyer. We enjoy by serving God. 4, we are not these bodies, therefore sense gratification ultimately leads nowhere. 5, death is a problem, and death is the only solution. When will we make the decision to fully surrender to God and give up that last attachment to sense pleasure? Go ahead and make a mental note of your biggest secret attachment. Don't write it down, just a mental note. Is it an attachment you wouldn't want anyone else in the world to know? Is it? It is? Good. That's the kind of attachment we are looking for. Here's the goal: to trade that temporary attachment for total devotion to eternal God. The last straw, the last obstacle to freedom from matter, freedom from the chains of selfish sense gratification. For some people, it's milk, more specifically cheese. Yes, that's right, cheese. Cheese is often one of the final attachments to selfish exploitation of God's beloved property. We'll be back to cheese in a quick moment. The 2 greatest pure words in every language are God and love. God is the supreme masculine, and love is the supreme feminine. What is supreme masculine? Masculine likes to build protections. Masculine will sacrifice its life to protect supreme feminine. And feminine relates to masculine through loving service. Supreme feminine will sacrifice its life to serve supreme masculine, to protect and to serve. Great motto, great life, transcendental life. What is cheese? And why is cheese often the last material attachment to go in the opulent eating world? Cheese is very concentrated milk. Okay? So, who does a mother's milk belong to? Does cow's milk belong to humans? Or does it belong to the mother cow and to her baby calf? To cow and calf. If you say, we just take the extra milk, then what if Rod Serling's Kennemitz? This was mentioned in video number 1 for you to see that. So what if Rod Serling's Kennemitz from the Twilight Zone, episode called To Serve Man, what if the Kennemitz reappear and start taking half of all human mothers' milk? What gives one species the right to dominate and exploit another? Is it simply power that makes for a perceived right? I think so. So this so-called sacred life is simply the power grab domination of the stronger over the weaker. And then the stronger writes history in their favor and attaches sacredness to their actions. Is this a too heavy-handed, cynical description of material reality? Or is it truth that sets you free? Free from your illusion of false self-nobleness and aggrandizement, no matter how kind you think you are. Freedom from false boasting how significant you are, or of how surrendered you are, and how great you are. So back to cheese. Milk has a type of opioid in it. That's what helps keep the baby directed to its feeding location. Cheese concentrates that opioid, and presto, there is your addiction to cheese. Other things are addictive also. How are we going to get away from those addictions? How do you break an addiction? Well, you've got to love and want something else more than you love your addiction. In the case of cheese, you have to value health and or compassion and righteousness, or pono in the Hawaiian language, above tongue taste. Righteousness, virtue, and decency. Great things, but if we are always killing plants and eating them, how are we ever righteous, virtuous, and decent? The answer is God, and only God, is supremely righteous, virtuous, and decent. If we truly love God, we don't think about ourselves and our desires. We think about God's beauty and greatness, God's righteousness, virtue, and decency. God is righteous, virtuous, and supremely decent. How so? God tolerates our weakness to remember God, always waiting patiently on us to fully turn towards God and to focus on God. Focus, focus, focus on God. So, to focus favorably on God is the call. Now, because God is infinite, how may little we connect with God? To a little baby in a natural state, it connects with its mother initially by taking its mother's milk. After that, the baby soon connects by uttering, "Mommy, Mommy." That's how we connect with God. In times of trouble, it's, "Oh my God, oh my God." That's what we naturally say. "Oh, Mommy, Mommy." Oh my God, oh my God. Chant one of God's holy names regularly, aiming at 24 hours, 7 days a week. And eat what God asks us to offer God in a loving mood. Namely, a leaf, a flower like cauliflower and broccoli, fruit, and pure, clean water. That's about it. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to get personal notifications of new postings. Give a thumbs up and make a civil comment. These small actions by you are important to get constant consciousness of God going out to as many people as possible. Make a PayPal donation now, or go over to our Patreon page to make a recurring donation. Until next time, may God show you supreme beauty. Thank you very much.